Hey children, welcome back to social science class. Let us continue the history. Children, we had 2 periods, now third period. Let us study about the chapter is same, what, where, how and when. We have studied what is history. History is the systematic study of the past events. Everything is recorded, we have studied. Then what are the sources to study history? Yes, you tell me, Suresha. Yes, pictures, right? Pictures, okay. Then coins, right? Here you remember, very good. Then monuments, okay, right? Then paintings, yes. Inscriptions, right? You tell me. Yes, sculptures, right? Palaces, right? You remember everything. Palaces. Then buildings, all those things help us to study the history. So they study, who study this? The scholars, historians and archaeologists. They dig, they find out all those sources and they write the history. It helps us to study. Then we studied about how the name India has derived. Because of the river. Which river? Right here. Tell me. Suma, yes, you are right. Because of river Indus. Indus flows here in the northwest. It rises in Mount Kailas. Then it flows through the Jammu, Kashmir, and it flows through the present Pakistan and reaches this Arabian Sea. Sindhu river or Indus river. 2 names are there because Indus name was its original name. Sindhu name is written in Rigveda. So we call it as India. So then Bharata we studied different name. What are the different names of India? Yes, should not forget. We be the Indians. Yes, Bharat and India. Oftenly we use. Yes, you remember Jambudvipa, Bharatakanda, Bharatavarsha. These are the different names of our country, our motherland. So it is our duty to love and respect our motherland. Now today let us see what are the sources. Sources we have seen. What subjects are there in the book? What subjects we can study through these sources and how to calculate the date and year in this class. Now let us see. Which is the main source to study history? We want evidences, isn't it? We don't remember what happened in thousands and thousands of years. We need some evidence, some proof. That is book. Book is the main source, first source. You tell me, Suma, how did they write? Whether they had books like this, what we have the books? No, they have written on palm leaves. They are called manuscript, isn't it? In the previous class we discussed. Manu means it is a Latin word written by hand, handwriting books. Books means palm leaves, books, okay. They cut the leaf like a book, like a paper, and they write. They tie all those things in a thread and they preserve all those things. Dear children, many of them were spoiled those days. Because they have written on the palm leaves, they have eaten by the insects. Sometimes Muslim Alauddin Khilji and other Mughals or Muslim invaders, Muhammad Ghazni, Ghori, they invaded India. They spoiled and burnt out almost many sources, but many books were preserved by the temples or in the monasteries. Monastery means ashramas. Sages live. They have preserved all those things. The palm leaves. Today let us see what subject is included in this. It deals with all kinds of subjects they have written, because our ancient sages or saints are great scholars. They studied and they have written. First one subject is about religious belief and practices. Religious belief and practices. Means at present we do all these pujas, homas, yagas, yajnas, how to do, what are types of practices, how to live in this life. Everything of the lifestyle is written in these books. Hindus, all Hindu dharmas, everything is written in these books. Hindu dharma is not a religion, it is a way of life, how we live, how we have to live. healthy and happily it is written in this, because religion we believe the God, everything has written in this. Next, about the achievements or lives of kings and queens. Kings and queens, what have they achieved? How much big their empire was, until where it was expanded. You know children, ancient India was expanded until here Afghanistan, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Bhutan, everything was the Sri Lanka, including Sri Lanka, everything was the part of India. So many kings ruled India, queens ruled India. Their achievements, their victories, their contributions for art, architecture, everything is mentioned in these books. Then medicine and science, especially Ayurveda, yoga, different types of medicine. It is yoga, it is world famous, isn't it? It is the contribution of India. Patanjali's yoga, at present also, day also, Baba Ramdev called yoga guru. So we have to daily practice yoga. Now at present, to protect ourselves, to build our immunity, we have to do yoga daily, children, to fight against this corona virus. So yogas, medicine, Ayurveda, naturopathy, everything was written. Among them, Sushruta and Charaka were very famous. They have written. Sushruta was a surgeon, Charaka was a physician, very popular. The doctors, what we say present doctors, they have written so many treatment for almost all the diseases. It is written in this book, medicine book. About astronomy also it has written. Aryabhata has written, he lived 3300 BC. Everything is written. He too written so many books, and his contribution is more for India. Then about poems, we like so many poems, dramas, plays or dramas, and epics. Which are the two great epics of India, children? Yes, tell me, Raja. You know this. You watched Ramayana and Mahabharata serial, very popular. So Ramayana and Mahabharata are the two great epics of India. Ramayana and Mahabharata. The Ramayana, the Mahabharata. Krishna was the hero, isn't it? You know, 5 Pandavas, Kauravas, Pandavas fought in this battle. So very interesting story, Ramayana and Mahabharata, great epics of India. Dear children, almost all these books have written in a Sanskrit language. Most of the books are written Sanskrit language, very rich language, very beautiful language and very rich language, Sanskrit. Afterwards, Tamil Kamba Ramayana is very famous, Tamil. Some of them have written in the Prakrit language. Prakrit language means local languages. Each region has got its own languages. It has written, but most of the books are written in which language? Sanskrit language. So you study Sanskrit, children. You can study ancient books. Okay, good. Then Prakrit language. Then some of them, the next source is inscription. Book is the first source. It is included everything. Inscriptions. What are inscriptions? Inscriptions are the writings on hard surfaces such as stones or metals. Stones or metals. Copper, bronze or iron metals they have written, or sometimes even on the stone. See here, children, very ancient, 2250 years ago it was available in Kandahar. Kandahar is at present Pakistan. Present Pakistan it is. It has written in Sanskrit language. Some signs are there in that. So archaeologists, they can read these signs and it helps to study. So inscriptions are the main source to study all these things. Next, we can see what is there, the inscriptions or books. We can compare and learn, children, how they lived on those days and how is the lifestyle of present days. What was their food style? We can find so many differences. Even there was difference in those days, 1000 years ago, there was a difference in the lifestyle of the people, especially the kings and queens and the ordinary person. How they lived. Their ordinary person's life was very simple life. The kings and queens, they had a very royal, very rich life. Then we can find the difference between businessmen and the workers. You might have seen in some films, some storybooks, there is a difference in the lifestyle, dressing style, food, everything. Then the difference between the hunters and the farmers, how they live, farmers, then businessmen, workers, so or some other high class priests, what was their lifestyle, how they were eating, what was their food, all those things we can learn in this history. So history is very interesting, children. Yes, children, now let us learn how to count the dates. Dates, years and months. We have to count this in history. Very important. Dates are, we have to mention the dates. To keep the record, we need the date, month, year, everything. Yes, children, now let us learn how to write the dates. Dates are very important in history. So let us see. Kirtana, tell me, what is your date of birth? Yes, 5th July 2008. Right. Okay. Next, you tell me, Shama, tell me, what is your date of birth? Yes. Yours, 16th November, or we write November 2009, isn't it? Sometimes we write like this also, 16/11/09 means 2009. This is the same way. First, while writing, always we have to write the days. Kirtana, do you remember the day? Yes, Monday. When you write the date of birth or any date, first you have to write the day. You know, 7 days are there in a week, you have studied. First day. Next you have to write the month, date you have to write. Next, date, how many days in a month? There are, right, 30, 31, right. Sometimes 28. Which month has got 28 days? February, right here. 28 or 29 sometimes. Okay. After that, we have to write the months. 12 months are there. January, we start from January, February, like that. Then year, date of birth, year we to write. Dear children, there is a very easy method to remember the days of the month. Do you know? See, hold your fingers like this. First, you can start from here to count. January, how many days are there in January? 31. See, this upper one. So, January has 31 days. Next, you can easy to remember, it has 31 days. Next, February, down, it is down here, so it has got 28 or 29. So only February is the special month. Some years it has got 28 days or 29 days, isn't it? January, February, March, how many days? Up it is. Hold your fingers, all of you. Hold like this and count. Yes, March 31. April 30, May 31, June 30, July 31. Next you can start from here. You can hold another hand, or from here also you can start. You can go backwards or continue here in this hand. See, July 21, July 31, August also 31. See, 2 ups are here. Then August 30, September 31, November 30, December 31. Easy to remember. Now, there is in the books you might have seen, children, they have written, sometimes they have written BC, CE, AD. Do you know what is it? Yes. Let us learn. If you don't know, you might have seen while reading all this. The years are counted generally from the birth of Jesus Christ. After the birth of Jesus Christ, most of the things have written AD or CE, 2000 CE. Here you see 2008 CE. You can write CE or AD. Let us learn what is this. Okay. Jesus Christ was the founder of Christianity. So afterwards they have generally started, Europeans, they have started to write these numbers. Now sometimes we use CE or BCE or BC. BC means backwards. We have to go backwards. For example, this is the birth year of Jesus. Take one, number 1. So we count like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, 100. 1000. Now it is 2000, isn't it? 2000 we count. When we go back, counting backwards, it is called BC. Before the birth of Jesus Christ is called, we have to go backwards. Now like this: 1, 2, 3, 10, 100, 2000, 3000, like that it has to be counted. So backwards, sometimes it is also written BCE, before the Christian era. CE means Christian era. BC means before the birth of Jesus Christ. Then sometimes you might have seen AD. What is this AD? AD means it is a Latin word. He has started to count Anno Domini. Anno Domini means the birth of a Jesus Christ, it is called Anno Domini. So afterwards, I mean right from 01, from here 01 to 2000, it is also either CE or AD, one and the same. Christian era or AD, Anno Domini, he has started to count. So we can write like this. BC means the full form. BC is before the birth of Jesus Christ. CE means Christian era or common era. Christian era or common era. Generally it is used all over the world. So it is also called common era. Now AD means Anno Domini. Sometimes BCE means before the Christian era. One more here it is BCE means before the Christian era. Yes children, while writing, first we write the day, then a date, then a month and then year, then we write BC, see 2000 BC, 2000 plus or 1090 BC means backwards. Here CE means at present. 2000 CE, he was born in 2005 BC or AD, both are correct. ECE or Anno Domini or Christian era, you can write this. Now we are all Hindus. India is also called Hindustan. We have our own calendar, but these BC, CE all Christian calendar. Here we Hindus, we have our own calendar. So we use to tell the date of birth or year, first of all Yuga. Now Kali Yuga, there are 4 Yugas children. First Krita Yuga, Treta Yuga, Rama's Yuga is called Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Krishna's Yuga is called Dwapara Yuga. After Dwapara Yuga, we have this Kali Yuga. At present you know this Kali Yuga, isn't it? Now Kali Yuga of the 5132 years over in Kali Yuga. Indians we calculate like this. Then we count Samvatsara. 60 Samvatsaras are there. At present it is Sharvari Samvatsara. Then Ayana, Dakshinayana and Uttarayana, 2 Ayanas are there. You learn this. Then Rutu. Grishma Rutu, so many Vasanta Rutus are there. Then Masa, Makara Masa, Kumbha Masa, all these Masa we study. Then the Paksha, Krishna Paksha, Shukla Paksha, 2 Pakshas are there. You learn this children, because we are all Hindus, we should know this. So we follow Panchanga. All of you will have Panchanga. I think in your home you have Panchanga. You have to see. To see the Panchanga you get all this information about this Samvatsara, Ayana and Panchanga means 5 Angas. Pancha means 5. One is Tithi. Tithis are there: Padya, Bidige, Tadige, Chauti, Panchami, Shashti, Saptami, Astami, Navami, Dashami, Ekadashi, Dwadashi, Trayodashi, Chaturdashi, Amavasya or Hunnime. So one Tithi. what day you have to say. Then Karna. Vara, sorry, Vara. Tithi of Vara, 7 days of the day, Nakshatra, 26. 27 nakshatras are there, Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika, Rohini, Mrigashira, all those. Then yogas, then Karana, we study this. So, to do any auspicious things, we see the Panchanga and we see all those things. We Hindus follow all these things. Now, let us go for homework, children. Let us go for homework, children. Last part. First question is fill up the blanks. The word Indus comes from the river dash. Can write two names also, Indus or Sindhu. Okay. The earliest composition of Sanskrit is Rig Veda, first Veda it is among 4 Vedas. You write it. Then expand BC, before Christ, AD Anno Domini, BC before Christian era. BC we count backwards. Keep it in mind. AD we count or CE, only CE we count forwards. You can write CE also. AD or CE. In some books it is given Christian era or common era. Both are correct, okay? Next, answer the following questions. What are inscriptions? You read the textbook, you will get the answer. Who are called archaeologists? Then, what were the subjects on which books were written in the past? Answers are available in the textbook. Read the textbook twice, thrice. If you have any doubts, you call and ask me, children. Do you want my phone number? Yes, Veena Joshi, you take down my phone number. Veena Joshi, 990-1321-607. Yes, all the best. Have a nice day. Thank you, children. See you in the next class.